Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahshua, Ba'ashem Adonai, that belong to the Son to the Elder Apostles at Great Millstone for the teachings of the Scriptures, among other things. Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world. Well, I wanted to sneeze, but sorry. Yeah, so I wanted to do a quick video to show you that what these Edomites in America have been teaching you is a goddamn lie, because they're the devil, and they have to lie in order for, especially Judah, that's in America, to not know the truth. Because once you find out, then they're dead. They know this. The book of Judah chapter 5 explains that to them, to you also. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 29 also explains that to them. You know, that they need to keep us in sin, or else they're going to die. They're gonna they're gonna be taken down. They're gonna go down. Deuteronomy chapter 29 verse 24. Even all nations shall say, wherefore had Yahweh done thus unto this land? What meaneth the heat of this great anger? Then men shall say, because they have forsaken the covenant of Yahweh, the God of Israel, the Yahweh, the power of their father, which he made with them when he brought them forth out of the land of Egypt. For they went and served other gods. Okay, cool. And then the book of Judith also. So they know that if we keep on sinning, that the Lord is not going to be with us. You have it in the book of Wisdom of Solomon chapter, what was that? No, it was Judith. Yeah, it was Judith 5. And also Sirach. The book of Sirach. Damn, I want to sneeze. Is your hell? What the hell? I think it's 17 and 17. No, that's not it. Anyway, Judith chapter 5 verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before their power, Heavenly Father Yahweh, because we killed the Girgashites and stuff like that, in Deuteronomy 7, they prospered. So while we sinned not before our Lord, pardon, they prospered, because the Lord that hated iniquity was with them. So he hates iniquity. That's when he's with us. But when they departed from the way which he had appointed them, which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. So, yeah. That's why they keep putting pork in the toothpaste, because you sin every day when, sorry, I was wiping my face, my eyes actually. That's why because I'm sneezing. That's why, for example, that's why they put pork into the toothpaste, so that you sin every day when you wake up. That's why they put pork in the, that's one of the reasons. That's why they put pork in the soap. That's why it has gelatin in it. What are all the soaps that contain pork? Lard is pork fat derived from fatty parts of a pig, such as belly, shoulder, and more. This is found in, look, tallow also, and sodium tallowate. What are the ingredients? Sodium tallowate. If you find these things in pork, then in soap, then you could know it's pork 100%. But they're devils. Like, what has the pork? Why you think you're clean, man? You make yourself unclean than a mother buster. You think you smell good? Yeah, you think you smell great? You think you smell pretty? Yeah, man. You got that soap. You got that pork laced up on your body, going into your pores and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's what they do. And also, you got it in. What was it again? Toothpaste. You know. Toothpaste is a daily hygiene product, but it can contain harmful ingredients such as pork-derived glycerine. You got that in toothpaste too. You think you clean, right? You think you get that fresh status, right? He be dousing you in pork, like dousing somebody in like oil or gasoline and then setting them on fire. That's what he's doing with us. Cause he knows. He knows like I'm gonna get them to sin. I'm gonna break them. I'm gonna break them physically, mentally, spiritually. I'm gonna fuck them up. That's what the devil is doing every day of his life. He already has everything set up. You don't know. That's the fun part. Just like the book of Luke chapter 12. If you don't know, you're still sinning. But to he that know that does not know does not sin, because you don't know that you're breaking the law. But he that knows it is sin. But that don't mean that, let's say you don't know that adultery is against the law. Well, you're still gonna pay for it. You out here and doing something that you know it ain't right. But concerning the pork, you know it's unhealthy. You just don't know that it's against the laws of the Heavenly Father. Luke chapter 12, verse 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not, and did commit things worthy of stripes, shall be beaten with few stripes. You're not going to get that great of a punishment, but you're still going to get a punishment. For unto whosoever much is given, of him shall be required. Oh man, what the? Right. So it says, for unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more, because you're supposed to know more, you have more, so they will ask you more. And in this case, it's talking about the more knowledge you have in the scriptures, the more people will ask of you, you know. For example, this one example, right? And if you have been given much, then you will be people will require more of you, right? Which let me see something. Okay, so let me see. And it says they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemy. But now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, which is Holofernes, Achan, one of his soldiers, is talking to him right now. If there be any error against this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, not just one or few, all of them that is in that area, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be with them, before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. So these heathen nations know exactly, especially the elites of the heathen nations. See, the average don't know. Why don't you eat pork? It's delicious. God made it, right? Why don't you just eat it? He made everything. Everything is good, right? And it was good. On the 6th day, the first day, 5th day, second, third, and stuff like that, it was good, right? So everything is good. He made the animals, didn't he? They have no idea. Unless their stupid science, there's fake science says that is unhealthy for you. Well, science says that this is very unhealthy. I'm like, I believe. Right, so then they start believing and stuff like that. But anyway, so we know the truth. But, and they cause us to sin. But the video that I'm making here is about this actually. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse. I'm not saying that it's ungodly to leave behind statues, which I'm going to show you right here, because we were also there, the so-called Negro-looking tribes were also found there in America, and the Dutch and the German and the French and the Italian that statues? Statues? No, statues. Huh? Yeah. They have it in their museums. They have us looking like Native Americans in their museums and also in their warehouses and stuff like that. You have, this is Germany, by the way, Blackamoor, that's Germany. Yeah, I know that one. So, and this one is, I think England. No, sorry, not England. Italy. You have this one in a brochure. England people have these type of things. Why are they making these things? You would think they didn't make them; they found them. Why the hell would a cave monkey make a royal looking dark skinned man with like royalty going on upon his head, like diamonds and gold and gemstones? And why would they make this? They would rather make us like this. A cave monkey from America would make us like this. This is how they would portray us. This is how they would portray. They wouldn't portray us as royalty with gems that are more expensive than your fucking house. Huh? Why would they do this? Because it's not them. They found these things because we made these things. We were very perfect in our artifacts. The Lord took that away from us. Okay, let me show you. Our people can't make shit no more. That's why them bitch ass rappers, I have to call them like that. Let me see, because they're making these Arabs rich, but they're nothing anyway. You know, these black people. Let me see, rappers. They don't know shit. They don't know shit. They always go to these fucking demons here. These fuck these people, man. I have to cuss them out like that. Sorry for the cussing, but I don't like these people, you know? I don't like them. Some of them are AMALEK. Some of them are Ishmael and all that. Look at this shit. Some of them are Persians, like East Indians and Elam, you know, Persians. Some of them are that. And where do they go to get their stuff? Some of them are Asiatic. You know, let me see. Here, what is that, Asiatic? Yeah, here. Some of them are this Asiatic type of people. You know what I'm saying? They don't wear this for themselves. This is just for props. They want you to come and buy this garbage from them because they are the ones that are setting things up, and you're the ones that making them filthy richer than you will ever be. You know, they got establishments and stuff like that. How the fuck did they get the gold? How the hell did they get the gold? You need money in order to buy gold, in order for you to be able to sell it. You know, how the hell? Anyway, these doofuses, these idiots are making them rich. But the point is that they're going to them. So to get those things. Is Isaiah chapter 3 verse 1. For behold, Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem. Oh, what did he take away? And from Judah, so all 12 tribes, the stay and the staff. The stability, and basically, because the prophets used to walk around with staff, but also, so he took away our prophets, and he also took away our support that we lean on, which is our nation, which is the Heavenly Father also, because this is our support, a way of supporting yourself. And in the spirit, the Heavenly Father is the one that supports us. So he took himself away, basically, because he turned his face from us. The whole stay of bread. This is why we cannot sustain ourselves with food, because first and foremost, we don't have land. And even some of us do. Even if we do have land, some of us are farmers, you know, we don't have enough to sustain our whole nation as a whole. We don't. The other nations do. They care for our bread. They put all this in the bread. Nails. Let me see. Right. Cow horns. Here. There's horns. It's a source of keratin, right? Which is grinded up hoof and beak And let me see. Okay, so here, this is found in bread, hair, duck feathers. And why is it found in hair? What does bread, human hair, and duck feathers have in common? They're all in bread, because and also grinded up cow hoofs and horns. Why? Because these things are actually practically immortal. When you die, when the animals also die, these things stay behind, and the hair stays behind of a person, and your nails, and of course the beak stays behind. Okay, so they grind that up and put it into the flour so that they can make bread last longer. Today, approximately 80% of it is derived from duck feathers. And two, well, fuck there. See, don't believe this garbage, because it's just bullshit. They always say, well, 20% of the population says this, and 50% of the population says that, and then 30% is undecided. No, they're goddamn liars, because they never ask you when they do the poll. I never met anyone in my life that has done a poll where these mammals say that they, 20% of the people say this, and 20% of the people say that, and 60%. Nobody I ever met that did a test like that. They're lying to you in your face, and you gobbling it up. The news said 20%, and then they go and spread that bullshit. Yeah, typical. Taking it at the mouth of a snake-tongued person, like a demon. Let me see. Human hair in bread. They're trying to hide it too. You need to individually put it there. People are shocked to discover gross ingredients in bread. Yeah. Let me see. You got duck feathers. These devils want you to all duck feathers, but yes, because they're immortal to a certain degree, because they just stay there. Let me see something. Yeah, people are shocked. Duck feathers. So yeah, oh here, check it out. It is actually the same article that I just clicked away. This one. So what do they say that it's in there? Oh, best kept secret. Yeah. It says here on human hair, duck feathers, cow horns, and pig bristles. So you got pig hair. Well, they just say pig hair. Pig bristles. They got it here on these type of things, and a pig has little hairs and on his body, or its body, and then these things that they take them, and then they put it in the bread. That's what they do, or they make brushes out of it and stuff like that. And this is the nations that we are under. Remember that. Anyway, so they put all these things into the food, and they call it L-cysteine. But nowadays, I haven't seen it on bread for a long time. So that was funny. They're taking it off of the labels. Not that I'm eating their bread, but if you eat commercial bread, it's 100% in there. I believe it. I know they're devils. They're lying. And they was also fighting to companies are fighting to not put, what was it again, GMO on labels. That's what they're doing. Bioengineered, it's the same thing. So what they're doing is, so if they type in, so they wanna get rid of the GMO thing, so they want to do a real trick, right? They don't want to call it genetically modified organisms anymore. What they want to do is they want to call it bioengineering, so that will throw you off, because under their own laws, the GMO thing is going to be it's going to be, no, I don't want to. So that basically they don't want to non-GMO labels. What they want to do, let me go back to over here. What they want to do is they, according to their own fake laws, where's the devils, they say, yeah, and from now on we want you to put GMO on the label if it's really GMO. And these devils are like, oh shit, no, 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 no. Okay, according to the law, okay, then we're gonna call it bioengineering. And then you can't make us do that because we're just gonna change the word. They find loopholes in their own laws. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, this is what they're doing because they're demonic, bro. I'm telling you, like overwhelming public support. Let's see, polling showed, they didn't ask me, but anyway, polling shows overwhelming public support for labeling of genetically modified foods. Yet the same food and chemicals company continue to what? They continue to do it with another name. Let me see. Continue to ignore customers' fight. To ignore consumers' fight. What? Consumers fight our right to know every chance they get. Okay. Basically, they don't want to do it. And then they gonna lie to you. That's why they took it out. I haven't seen it for a long time. I tell you that. I haven't seen it for a long time. Because a lot of people are waking up and then they was just, oh, fuck it, we're just gonna take it away. I haven't seen it in a few years. I'll tell you that. In the beginning, I saw it all over the place. Oh shit. Yeah, I saw it all over the place. I used to show people that worked there in the supermarkets. I used to show them like, look, and then they stopped buying it themselves. They probably went and told other people. And I tell the Arabs also too, like, hey, there's pork in the toothpaste. What? They go crazy. They go crazy, man. I like to start stuff, because they routed it, so they're gonna make a scene out of it. All against the devil, all against Esau. So I'm all good for that. Anyway, so yeah. So wait, let me finish this video because I'm talking too much different stuff. The point of this video was to show you that our people left behind things in order for you to see things that they were there, right? So, and not all of them did it for that reason. Some of them did it because they found them things beautiful, like I just showed you here, like these things. Ashes, like, what? Wow, you know what I'm saying? Gold and all that. This is just gold painted, but I don't know if it's real. But this is real gold. These type of things, it's in somebody's house or some I don't know where the hell it is. It's some kind of museum thing. I think these are lamps. Why would they do this and not ridicule us? You got other ones with the chain. That's clearly a slave. Serving as an ornament, the representation of Israelites in early modern England. Right? Decked up with gold and all that type of stuff. This is in Germany, in the streets of Germany. But I have a few other things. That's when you type in Black and Moor. But if you type in Moorish art in Europe, you're not gonna find this anymore because Google changed that definition. They're probably gonna change this too. So get it while it's hot. Get it while you can. But the point is that, look, they had Native American type clothing with the feathers. Everybody knows the Cigar statues and stuff like that. Everybody knows this one. The cigar statues. Well, in Europe, you will see that the cigar statues are in their own definition. In their own definitions here. If you type in the word cigar at etymology.com, and the word etymology, etymology. Etymology means fact of the origin and development of a word. Facts or of the origin. So basically the root word, basically, the study of etymology is properly study of the true sense in its true origin form. Etym means true sense, originally meaning nature of etymos, true, real, actual, relating to ethos, which is true. True. Basically etymology. Okay, going on back to cigar. So I typed in cigar, and then you look at their etymology, what they say, what it comes from. So it says here, roll of tobacco for smoking. Okay, so it says here probably around 1730, probably from Maya Cigar, to smoke rolled tobacco leaves, tobacco, or influenced by Spanish cigara, grasshopper, right. And then you look here, cigar box is from 18, cigar store from 1838. The wooden cigar store Indian is so called from 1878, American English, but wooden images of feathered Indians or Negroes are mentioned outside tobacconist shops in England, not only in England, by 1852, and are said to have been in earlier use on the continent, the whole continent, right? And England is not a continent. England is an island. That continent, what they mean is Europe. Blackamoors and other dark-skinned foreigners have always possessed considerable attraction as signs for tobacconists, and sometimes also for public houses, which I just showed you. Those houses, they have them statues in there. Them rich people, them rich Edomite, them CAUCUS, they have it in their houses. Negroes with feathered headdresses and kilts, smoking pipes, are to be seen outside tobacco shops on the continent of Europe, as well as in England, the island. Jacobs Larwood and John Camden Houghton. Okay. The history of signboards from the earliest times to present day London, 1867. Also from 1730. Right. So what are they telling you? They're telling you this, that the so-called, I'm showing you. Let me see here. Now, this is a statue here in a street in in Amsterdam, mapping slavery and stuff like that. So what are the Dutch slave owners telling you? They're showing you that when they went to the Native Americans, they found this, a Native American Moor with woolly hair, red lips, it's the so-called Negroes. That's what they found. That's what they found. They're showing you what they found. And the Germans are doing the same thing too. They're telling you. But the devils in America, they're not telling you. They're not telling you. They're showing you the other ones. The other cigar statues. And wait. Here. They're showing you this. This is what they're showing you. And only this exists in their world. Because there's a whole different world over there, Liars are much more extremes. The lies that they're coming up with are much more mapped out, decked out, elaborate. Why? Because they're scared. Because the main tribe, the bulk of the, not bulk, because yeah, it is a bulk. It is a bulk of the tribe of Judah. It's there. And if they wake up, these people are fucked up. And they know that. Because they're going to scream like a bunch of lions. And they're going to kill people. So I understand why the devil is hiding from you. I know why he does. I know why. You don't know why. That's the fun part. But then if you type in here smoking more, which is Dutch for roken de moor, that says smoking more, and you click images, and then you're going to start to see stuff like, okay, those buildings, and then you're going to start to see stuff like, hey, what the? So it wasn't the natives. No, because it's the smoking more. But then, of course, they want to put the Arab as the smoking more. He's not no fucking more. Look at him. They want to confuse you. Because if you watch this movie called The Borgias, it's not a movie actually, it's a series. Borgias. This one. You will see the more, and then they will put, look, here, more. Where's the guy that dated? Where is he? Oh, shit, sorry. Yeah, look at him here. The Moor. This is the Moor in season in the Borgias. Look at the motherfucker. That's what I'm telling you, bro. You got I'm sitting. Look, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this, man. See, when you know, and you angry. You're looking. But if you don't know, you don't know, man. You're not gonna be angry. How can you be angry? You know what I'm saying? How can you be angry? It's like somebody stepping on your feet, but you've been a paraplegic or something like that for a few decades right about now. You ain't gonna feel nothing. What you gonna do? Be angry for what? He didn't hurt you. He just messed up your shoes. Let's say you got slippers on, not even shoes. He stepped on your shoes. You didn't even know. Is it somebody told you? Hey man, he stepping on you. Oh, and then you know what I'm saying? You're not even angry. But when you know, you be like, get the fuck off me, man. That's the same thing here. Look at them dressing like us. Get the anyway. But yeah, the Arabs had the turbans too. That's true. But they picked the Arab with his little small afro too. It's kind of funny, you know. It's kind of funny. Anyway, it's in. Let me see. First season, third episode, the moor. That's what it's called. That's what the thing is titled. And then they show this little devil walking around prancing like us. These people didn't do these things, man. And they know. That's why they have pictures like this walking around upon the planet Earth. No, what's the other one? Did I put it here? No. Here. No, here? Blackamore. Yeah, that's why they have pictures like this and floating around upon the planet Earth. Things like this. Where is it? The golden thing. Here. Look at this. This is basically exactly what the guy was wearing in the movie. Here. But yeah, it's them, right? Right, going on. They have just turbans. I don't know Arabs having turbans with like jewelry put up in there and stuff like that. They might have, but I don't know. I haven't seen them. Arab turbans. They don't have these things, man. They don't have these things, man. You know, they don't put these things there, man. It's not their style. They don't do this. Well, I have never seen it. I've never seen it. I know they have turbans, but they didn't deck it out like us, man. Let me see. Turbans with jewels. Let me see. With jewels. Even the word jewel is Jew. That's the beautiful thing. That's why it's called a jewel. Well, the East Indians, I do know that they have it. I do know they have it. Yeah. You know, little silly things. But it's not beautiful, man. It's not decked out royally like. And they got money. And they still broke. Their soul is broke. We're rich in the soul, man. Plus it's in the physical form. Well, in those days we were. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. You don't really see some decked out real beautiful things with some art. Oh yeah, speaking about art, the book of Isaiah chapter 3, the whole stay of bread, the Heavenly Father took that away. That's why we don't have our own food. And the whole stay of water, that's why we don't have our own water. They feed us fluoride and all type of recycled sewer water. That's what you're drinking when you're drinking out the tap. The mighty man, he took it away. And the man of war, he took that away. Because we don't have an army, and we have a few mighty men, you know what I'm saying, but not as the protectors of our nation. The judge, yeah, he took that away. Because we don't judge ourselves, we're being judged. And the prophet, he took that away, but he's bringing them back slowly but surely. They're already back, starting in America with the elder apostles on down, going on. And the prudent, the ones that think before they do something stupid. Prudent, acting with or showing care and thought for the future. If I sell my soul today and I make it big in the rap game, what's gonna happen to me? Then start thinking, oh, I don't think I want to do that. I ain't signing here. Fuck it. I'll go on YouTube and do my thing there. Have a nice day, devil. No, I'm not gonna shake your hand, Satan. Get out of here before I spit on you. Right. Or see this girl right here, right? She likes me. I know she does. You know what I'm saying? I can slang that DRC to the K better than her boyfriend or whatever the hell he calls himself. You know what I'm saying? And she wants me anyway, because I'm better at that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. If you're prudent, you wouldn't do that because you know, well, the Lord's going to hurt you eventually. Your kids are going to be put to death eventually. Might be prosperous for now, but the Lord did say that the seed of adulterers, you're not going to make it, man. But technically, we're all children of adultery. We're all, because was your mother a virgin when you were born? When she met your father, was she a virgin? So therefore, yeah, we technically all adulterers. Have you ever had sex with a girl that was not a virgin? If you did that, then you committed adultery. Yeah, that's how it works. So, but the ones that do repent, he will forgive you. But the ones that didn't, like, you think you tough, you great. Okay, cool. Keep on playing that dumb game. Now it says here, and the ancient ones are the ones that are wise. So the Lord took that away also. He doth take away from Jerusalem. He took away the captain of 50. We have no army. The honorable man. A lot of our men just sleep around with females that you have no honor. If you see a female dressed like this, skanky. If you see a bitch dressed like this, man, and you still trying to wife her, you one of the dumbest Negroes on the planet. If I tell you the truth, man, you want to pop it, but even that you shouldn't be doing. We should be honorable. Like, don't take no bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Get a woman. But then again, where are women? They don't exist. Only a bunch of... Yeah, anyway. So let me go on. So now it says here that... it shows here that, these type of... whatever. The honorable man. You have these dating shows, they're trying to pick a chick. These dating shows. If you go there to find a girlfriend or a wife, even worse. If you go there to find a girlfriend, like, I'm going to go steady with her. You have no honor, my man. That's where you go find a girl? A shameless beast? If a girl is on television hooking up with dudes, that's a shameless female. That's shameless. I'm like, no, I can't do that. I want a girl that's ashamed, She's... Put her hand in front of the mouth when she laughs. Oh, shit. I just got a hard on. No, I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you, man. But anyway, it's better. It's better if he's look for a shy girl. Remember that song? I just want a fly guy. I want a shy guy. Well, I don't want a fly girl. I want a shy girl. I want a shy girl. I wanted to laugh. I almost choked. and the counselor, the Lord took that away. And the cunning artificer. What is that? Artificer. Definition. Oh shit! What am I doing? A skilled mechanic in armed forces. Yes, it doesn't have to be armed forces. A skilled craftsman. Somebody that's skilled, an inventor doing craftable things. He didn't take all of us, because you had a lot of so-called black inventors and stuff like that. The internet. And you might fight against that, but yeah, once that time comes, we're gonna lop your head off for them lies that you be spreading upon the planet Earth, because we fixed that up. You know what I'm saying? You devils didn't even do anything. You just came, saw, stole, or conquered, whatever you want to call it. And then you're rolling as if it's yours. You know what I'm saying? That's what you devils been doing for decades, centuries upon centuries. So it's not far-fetched, right? So let me see something here. So that's why you have our people going where? Nope. Them Arab jewelers. That's why you have our people going to them. Because they can't make shit for themselves. They can't. They can't go to their own. And even if they go to their own people, I mean, like, what is this worth, man? Like, why don't you just set up gated communities for your own race? Why don't you do that? You see them gated communities they built to keep you niggas out. That's what the devil is talking about, man. He knows what he needs to be doing to keep your ass out of there. Eh? How to live without niggas in the neighborhood. That's what they're actually telling you. They don't want you there. And our people are not making places like that for themselves. They are making stuff like this for themselves. This looks fake. Yeah, it looks like a software created it. But yeah, okay, this too much. You have so-called suburbs. This, and then you have basically, if you have a gate around this, that's to keep you niggas out. That's why they do it. But our people are not investing to make things like this for their own race. They're not. But then again, We're not in the kingdom, so I'm not telling you to actually go and do it, but I'm just giving you the examples of the mindset of our people. We're not trying to do this for ourselves. Why wouldn't you want to live here? Think about it. You would love to actually live here, with your own people. I'm not talking about with them. Why would I want to do that? That's just stupid to me. That's just stupid to me. It's stupid. Need to have that Moses mentality. Don't rub elbows with the Pharaoh, with these elites of this world, this CAUCUS world right now, and rub elbows with them and chill with them and stuff like that. Instead of just being poor with your own people. I'd rather be poor with my people and then butcher you later than rub elbows with you now and get slaughtered later. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't want that. So you had our people basically living to leave things behind. So let me finish this up because I'm talking too much. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 verse. Okay, I'll start at 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright, because they wasn't correct. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy, neither was there any man known to return from the grave. Yeah, whatever. I already made a video about this whole chapter, so yeah, I'm not gonna really talk about that because there were Elisha and Elijah did it. For we are born at all adventure. Basically, like, okay, we're just born. And we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and as a little spark in the moving of our heart, mind. Which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. And our names shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun. Right, because when the mist comes, when the mist is there, the dew actually, and then the sun comes and then the dew evaporates because it's water in the air. Condensed all, condensation, that's what they call it. And then when the heat comes, it just evaporates. Because before the sun comes up, it's kind of cold outside. Even in warm countries, like from South America, I'm from there, so it's kind of cold in the morning. Not really, but you can kind of feel it. And overcome with the heat thereof. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. After your death. For it is fast sealed, right? The portal to come back into life is sealed. You don't hear of people dying and then coming back later and back into this world. You don't hear that. It did happen, with Elisha, Elijah, and also the Lord, Yahushua himself. He also made people come back from the dead like Lazarus. And so going on. So that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore. Let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creature like as in youth. So let's use everything while we still can, while we're still young and stuff like that. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments with beautiful things, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebud before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness, which is luxury. Because voluptuous nowadays, it's associated with a woman and all that type of garbage. Voluptuous, right? But if you check out the other definition, which is the original definition, it goes into pleasure. But in this case, in this sentence, it goes into luxury. Luxury, which is pleasures, but not sexual pleasures. It has nothing to do with that in this sentence. In the ancient definition of it, it just means luxury. Yeah, so let us leave tokens. This is the point of this me reading this. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. So what did they do? They left tokens. What is a token? A sign. They left the sign of them. tokens.